if we were to actually look at the outcome of the conference, now you were very right in saying, and in fact, one of the sessions in the seminar is how the RSS and Hindutvavadis in India are using technology to their best, and then these guys want to counter that with their use of technology to their best ability. Now, obviously, like if we were to look at the facts on the ground in 2014, in 2019, and not to make this political, but the Bahujans, the lower caste, the OBCs, even Muslims to a certain extent, did popularly vote in support of Narendra Modi. So he has earned the mandate, and that was only possible because of the kind of work that they have done on the ground. And because propaganda only works to a certain extent for political parties, at the end of the day, it's only the work that matters for them. So in that sense, now I'm sure we can agree on a commonality that this will definitely not affect the communities that they're trying to agitate. So who are the real people who are vulnerable to this sort of nonsense?
One thing before I answer your question, something that was leaping out of what you were saying was that OBCs and Bahujans, they're trying to keep them away from the broader Hindu system. Narendra Modi himself belongs to an OBC community.
Yes.
And now this, had they tried to propagate this idea that this is a country where the democratic setup, where all the upper castes, so-called lower castes, they have voted Modi into power, that would have just punctured their propaganda. And
Right.
that this is a fact which they are hiding from the public when they're saying that it is a tyranny of the upper caste over the so-called lower castes. So now, sorry, I missed your question, forgot your question in this.
So in that sense, who are really vulnerable to this propaganda?
When we talk of this vulnerability, now most of the people have been able to see through their designs.
Right.
Especially those who are educated enough, who are going to be attending these conferences, they know, they have seen through this. But then still there is a purpose of the conference. The purpose is to create a sort of atrocity literature, a sort of content has to be generated, which then again will be quoted. One will quote the second will quote the third, and that this echo chamber, ECHO, echo chamber I call them, they keep on echoing their own statements and then try to magnify it to present in front of world as if there have been a lot of atrocities on minorities and so-called lower castes, so that the regimes can be pressurized to toe the line which they are advocating. Right. So I don't see any vulnerable section is going to buy this agenda. It will be more of the upper elites who are going to pick up some stray sentences and some documents which they will be creating to quote it and supply them to the missionaries to keep on working upon this.
Please remember to subscribe to us and switch on the notifications for this channel. For our other social media links, more content, and to support our work, please visit citti.net. Dhanyavad. Namaskar.